Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm KPG, and welcome back to some more Triangle Strategy. In the last episode, we went ahead and got on with some story stuff. We saw that Roland was thinking about leaving Wolford territory because he doesn't want any more harm coming to us because of him. And Benedict had the brilliant idea of having us fake Prince Roland's death. So, as far as everyone in Glenbrook and Aesfrost is concerned, Prince Roland is dead. Because we had a fake body that looked like Roland and planted Roland's ring on it, which signified that he was royalty. And it was found by Trish and Travis, those bandits, all the way back from Chapter 1. They brought the body to Gustadolf, and he bought our trick, and basically thinks that Roland is dead and is no longer worried about attacking the Wolford domain, which is amazing. And Roland is going to continue fighting with us. He has put on Sir Maxwell's old mask to conceal his identity, which is pretty cool. So I'm glad that he gets to keep fighting with us. And then also, Roland's sister Cordelia was is supposed to marry Gustadolf and become the ruler of Glenbrook, although she's just going to be a puppet ruler for Aesfrost. But she said that she will get revenge for her brother and father, so I wonder if she's got some schemes of her own to try to take down Gustadolf. Which would be pretty cool. And then the final thing that happened, which is of utmost importance right now, is that Minister Sorsley of Hyzante offered to give us some provisions. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know he gave us like food, some supplies, I don't know, stuff like that. And of course, he was just doing this for his own benefits, as we knew he would. And he is requesting our help with a mission of some sort. And right now, we are about to go on the scales of conviction to decide whether or not we want to give in to his request. But before we do that, I totally forgot in the last episode. I was going to do this last episode. This was the plan, and I totally forgot. But we're going to go ahead and see if we can promote one of our units. Because I know we got like a Medal of Bravery. And then I just did nothing with it. I think it's this old man right here. I think Old Man Jenkins over here. Yes. He's the one that does class promotion. So we already got a lot of veterans here. Most of them are the people we got through the character stories. Along with Roland and Serenoa, because they are pretty cool and I like them. But now we must decide who we want to give our next promotion to. And honestly, it's either between Anna or Frederica. Anna, because she is quite possibly one of our best units, just for the sheer fact that she gets to act twice every turn. So if she can if we can basically make her stronger, give her more skills, she could become a very lethal threat for us, which would be huge. On the other hand, Frederica is quite possibly our best magic user, quite possibly our best magic attack unit. Yeah, she's like our best mage, so if we promoted her, she'd be even stronger, and that'd be really good because a lot of our units tend to hit on the physical side, so having some good magical units would be a pretty good idea. And also, I just like Frederica. She's cool. But that being said, I think I'm still going to give it to Anna because she is such a good unit. I can't, like, every battle, like, I swear, every time we're in a battle, I just am in awe of how useful she is all the time. And so I think promoting her would be a huge benefit to us. I think Anna or Frederica will probably be the next person I promote, followed by maybe like Benedict, then Huette, Gila, Erador, Corentin. Corentin's probably going to be the last one I promote because he's not of our main team. Our main team, of course, is like would be Erador, Huette, Frederica, Gila, Anna, Benedict, Serenoa, and Roland. Those 8. Because obviously they're the ones that are always involved with the story stuff. They're the most important units. And so I care about them the most. But yeah, anyway, let's just promote Anna. Let's just stop talking about it. Let's actually do it. It would give her extra strength, which is all that she really needs. How much extra strength is that, out of curiosity? Is there a way I can check what her... I'm going to check what it is now, because I'm just curious how much that... Gosh dang it. How much that increases her strength by. I am curious. Because potentially it could be used better, maybe, if it's not... It's only 1 point of strength and then some HP. Might not be that great of a promotion. I guess I'll just check what all of the possible promotions are, and then maybe decide from there. I guess let's also see what skills she gets. She would get Remain and Recover at 14, and then Slumber Stab, which I imagine just puts people to sleep. I mean, every point of strength on her is useful, but I'm curious about what would happen with Frederica. Okay, well, I imagine that's just 1 point in magic. It's not too incredible. She would get Power Eater right off the bat, grant an ally the ability to absorb fire for 3 turns. I don't know exactly how useful that would be. Pillars of Fire, that sounds really cool. She gets that at level 15. Also, her outfit would be insane. Firecaster, that looks really cool. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stick with Anna. Screw it. I'm just gonna stick with her. Frederica will be the next person we promote. Frederica will be the next person we promote.
I must be ever ready.
But yeah, I'm gonna make Anna into an assassin for sure. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now let's go ahead and get the heck out of here. And let's go to the Scales of Conviction. I'm not sure if... Well, we're definitely going to obviously finish the Scales of Conviction this term, but this episode. I'm not sure if we're going to get to a battle, but we'll see. If there's a lot of story after Scales, then probably not, but we'll see.
Another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think.
I will say that it's definitely interesting how often they're having us make these critical decisions. I would have thought it would have been like spaced out between multiple chapters, like there'd be multiple chapters between each decision, but lately it's been like a lot of them back to back.
Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley. We are to deliver his cargo to Aesfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Oh, interesting.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzante?
I am saying it is an option.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
Okay, interesting.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzante's saintly 7. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Then we need
Fair
solid
enough.
evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzante's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Aesfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ. But a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzante, or become a silent accomplice.
Oh, this is our option. I'm surprised. I thought our option was going to be either accept the request or don't and see what happens. I was not expecting these to be the options.
Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
It's time to make our choice. After I go talk to everyone and try to influence them to vote in the way I want them to. We managed to survive the battle, but the situation around us grows ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. I must be firm in my convictions. Well, as usual, we have 3 who want to do one thing, 3 who want to do the other, and 1 undecided. That's how it usually is. This is an interesting dilemma, I must say. So yeah, either we transport the illegal salt to the duchy at House End's behest, or we travel to Hyzante and report the illegal salt shipments. I have a feeling if we go to Hyzante, it's not going to work out for us. I have a feeling they'll just not believe us, and they're just going to be like, and then we're going to be screwed. Because then we'll lose the support from House End, and we'll just lose the support of all of Hyzante. And then it'll be us against Hyzante and Aesfrost, and it'll be a huge problem. Granted, if we help transport the illegal salt, then we're also potentially screwed if House End gets figured out, if they get found out in Hyzante. So, this is not an ideal situation. I guess let's talk to everyone before I make my decision. Alright, Roland, what is your thing that you have to say? We have nothing to prove Minister Sorsley's dealings illegal, nor would I want to put our relationship with the Holy State at stake. Right now we need allies more than ever, leaving us no choice but to do Minister Sorsley's bidding. Without solid proof of the illicit salt trade, we have no choice but to do as Minister Sorsley says. Fair enough. Are we actually allowed to go out into town? Yeah, because this is how we get, like, evidence and stuff to bring to people, to try to convince them to change their minds and stuff. Not that I've been able to convince anyone's mind, or not that I've been able to convince anyone to change their mind. I've only been able to convince someone who was undecided to vote in my favor. I've never been able to convince someone who was against me to swap their position. Nothing in here. What do you have to say? Hyzantean soldier, I'm happy that the provisions Minister Sorsley sent are being met with joy by the people. Is there anything you would like me to relate to him in return? I do not think it possible to amass such riches under Hyzante's system of equality. I do hope Minister Sorsley is not giving more than he can afford. Thanks to him, we can rebuild our town. Please tell him that we will not forget his generosity. Before that, there is something I would know. What do you think of Minister Sorsley as his vassal? We will not forget his generosity. We'll just say that. Even if we go and turn him in, I don't care. We'll still say that. I shall do just that. I'm certain my liege would be happy to hear that he could be of service. But Minister Sorsley did want me to pass one more message on to you, Lord Serenoa. He says that gratitude should be shown not with words, but deeds. But of course, I will take those words to heart. A warning, no doubt. Perhaps Minister Sorsley is not so generous as others make him out to be after all. I think we already knew this, Serenoa. It was no easy feat ferrying all of Minister Sorsley's provisions. It just goes to show how deep the pockets of the Saintly Seven are. I never thought their generosity would extend beyond Hyzante, though to say I'm impressed would be an understatement. And I just... the Saintly Seven are highly revered in the Holy State. Claims of any illicit dealings would no doubt be met with skepticism. True, we learned all we can about the Saintly Seven. I know complaining won't do me any good, but it's downright awful not having a place to call my own anymore. Sadly, I can't do very much with these legs of mine. Life would be easier with a roof over my head again, though. I'm sorry. I finally got something to eat, but my house... I'm very sorry, my friend. Itinerant merchant. How can I be of service? Right, we have to buy stuff. I forgot. We need to get some more recovery stuff. We need to get more health recovery. Otherwise, we're going to not be in a very good position. Oil jug. Whew. So we can make some stuff flammable. That's interesting. Ranged firestone, ranged ice stone, ranged windstone. Thunderstone, we don't get the option to get a ranged one for some reason. All enemies within range. That's cool. Spices. Increase speed for 3 turns. Okay, so it's just like a a tonic of some sort that increases our stats. Oh, right, these! I forgot we could buy stuff like this. Gosh, this stuff is expensive. I wish I had more money. Iron, quality iron, stone. This guy's got, like, everything. Yeah, I wish we could... I wish we had more money. Yeah, this increases our stats if we equip them. I feel like we don't even have that much equipment on our actual units. Is there a way? Oh, we have we have stuff. We just haven't used it. Yeah, we do have some stuff though. Okay, so Vanguard Scarf guarantees first action at the start of battle. That's cool. Who would I want to give that to? First action at the start of battle. The very start of battle. Excuse me. I'm not sure. Benedict could be good because he can boost people's stats. And he doesn't have any other equipped item right now anyway. Yeah, let's do him. I'll give it to him. I wish we had more of these items. I feel like I'm behind when it comes to these items. Rear Guard's Cloak. Decreases damage taken when hit from behind. I'm going to give that to Eridor. I'm going to 100% give that to him. I want him to be our bulky unit after all, so he can have that one. What do you have to say? Sir Maxwell joined our army the moment we got news of Prince Roland's death. Timing is too convenient. I can't help but feel there's something else going on here. Oh, right, they think Roland is Sir Maxwell. Okay, interesting. I was like, wait, what? Sir Maxwell's back from the dead? But no, like, yeah. I don't know. I was confused for a second. Please say no more. I would be loath to lie to my own soldiers. All we do for Wolfort. I ask that you keep observations like these to yourself. Both of these sound like suspicious answers. This is proof of his resolve, one which I will support with all my might. Let's go with that one. Understood, sir. He is doing this for the sake of Wolfort and Glenbrook both, then. I admire his resolve and will continue to serve as dutifully as always. All the other soldiers feel the same. You needn't worry about a thing, Lord Serenoa. Thank you. I could not have gotten this far without all of you. Still looks like reopening my shop will take some time, even with Hyzante's provisions. My child would oft go to bed with an empty belly and tearful eyes, but no more. You have no idea how grateful I am for that. Some of the house is burnt down. It's so sad. Yeah, it is pretty sad. Red anklet. That seems like another equipped, a held item type deal. I don't know what... Accessory, there we go. It is. Increases strength and magic for 3 turns when you defeat an enemy. That is insane. So, if you kill someone, you become busted for the next 3 turns. That's really good. I'm really not... Give me back to... There we go. Okay. Who do I want to become insanely strong after they get a kill? I'd give it to Frederica, but the problem with that is her fire attack requires her to use some TP. So that's not going to be a good idea. Serenoa and Roland already have something. I mean, it's not like it would be a bad thing to give them another. But I mean, Huette could be pretty good. Especially because she has so much range. Yeah, let's give it to Huette. She doesn't have an accessory yet anyway, so let's do that. Alright. Nice. Can't imagine Hyzante giving so much without expecting anything in return, though I suppose beggars can't be choosers. You're not wrong. They're definitely asking for something in return already. We have to choose whether or not we're actually going to give them something in return. Or if we're going to take all of their kindness and go turn in Minister Sorsley for illicit salt dealings. Alright. The shiny thing over here. HP recovery pellet. I will take it. I will take that any day of the week. I really wish we had more money so we could buy more stuff. I would love to buy some more accessories, some more like equipment for the more equipment for like, or not equipment, like more materials for improving weapons and stuff. I wish we had more of that kind of stuff. Alright, well anyway, let's talk to everyone else, see what they're thinking.
Must decide.
Minister Sorsley is involved with trafficking illegal salt. It would be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. Now that we know the dealings to be true, we must bring them to Hyzante's attention. I'd have better luck talking to a stone wall. So Benedict is very adamantly for traveling to Hyzante to report the illegal salt shipments. I don't think that's going to go well for us, but we could definitely try it. I can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. We've got to go to Hyzante and report that no-good minister. I don't know. Anna's undecided.
Serenoa.
Transporting illicit salt or reporting to Minister Sorsley. Poor options, both. Wish we had the option of taking neither path. I leave the decision in your hands, Lord Serenoa. Yeah, I also wish we had the option of neither. As Prince Roland said, we should take the salt to Aesfrost. Accusing Minister Sorsley without evidence would do us no good. True.
What do you need?
The Saintly Seven have tremendous power in Hyzante, and Minister Sorsley is no exception. Reporting his crimes comes with no small measure of danger. We must make our decision carefully. The odds would be stacked against us if we decided to report him.
Serenoa.
Whoops, I did not mean to skip that. Know that it means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still. I believe we should go to Hyzante and bring these crimes to light. Trafficking illegal salt is wrong. I know that refusing would mean less salt for the people of Aesfrost, but still. I'd better luck talking to a stone wall. So we cannot convince Benedict or Frederica to change their minds about this, pretty much. Do we report it, or do we just go along with it? So Roland wants us to just go along with it. Benedict thinks it's best that we try to expose them right now. I have a feeling that if we try to expose them, it's not going to go well for us. That's just going to be inviting disaster, and we're going to have to be facing Hyzante, and we could potentially make a big enemy out of them if we do that. If we transport the salt, we'll probably be fine in the short term, but we might have more troubles long term. So, question is, what do I want to do? Gosh, this is always so hard to make these decisions because, like, the game does a really good job of setting it up as, like, a decision that could go either way every time. Like, there's almost never just a decision where it's, like, one option is just so very clearly better than the other. Just, you know, based on the whole talking with everyone thing when trying to do the Scales of Conviction. They do a really good job of making it, like, difficult to choose. But then the problem is, then it's difficult to choose. Okay, so transport the illegal salt and then risk tarnishing our reputation. But then we'll probably have a better chance to gather more evidence against Minister Sorsley and then be able to bring the evidence against him later. If we bring it to Hyzante right now, if we report the illegal salt shipments right now, we will instantly lose support from House End. And if things go poorly, we could have Hyzante attacking us. And that would be very, very bad for us. I feel like there's less risk associated with just transporting the salt. I'm not sure what exactly is the best option, but I think that's what we'll go with. I'll save the game right now. And like I've said, you know, thus far into the game, like if oh, where is it? Yeah, right here. Because I'm fine with the last decision we made. Yeah, I'm fine with the last time we made a decision, so I'll probably end up being fine with this decision anyway, and we'll probably just live with it, you know, and go through the rest of the game. But just in case it goes, just in case everything goes so incredibly horrible, we'll have that backup save that we can load and change things if we want. So, plan will be to go to, we'll deliver the illegal assault. We're going to be engaging in this illegal activity. So, let's go talk to this stone wall here. Actually, let's talk to what's more difficult to convince than a stone wall. Alright, let's try to persuade him. I see, so you believe we should follow Minister Sorsley's orders. There's no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorsley, and should we fail, we would make enemies of both House End and the Holy State itself. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt, and I would rather not repay kindness with betrayal. Nah, I don't care about that. First option is more reasonable than that. Right now, House Wolford stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorsley's support. We can't have two enemies. The odds of appealing to those in power in another nation and succeeding are certainly not in our favor. We have enough enemies as it is. It would be wise for us to not earn ourselves any more. There's still time, Benedict. I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. Is it safe to assume that you think exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? Yeah, it is. We haven't sufficient information to take action. Minister Sorsley is no fool. I doubt he would blindly trust us to carry out such an important deal. That's also true. Shaking Hyzante's faith in one of the Saintly Seven will be nigh impossible. I mean, that's also probably true. A valid point.
Indeed.
The title of saint holds great power in the Holy State. In the worst case, we would be considered heathens trying to disturb the peace and make ourselves enemies of the entire nation. It is an outcome we should avoid at all costs. You have made your position clear, Benedict. I only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me to take a moment more to make my decision. Benedict is deep in thought. I'm surprised that he didn't just, you know, wasn't completely unswayed. Alright, Eridor. I can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. Well, too bad. You're actually considering doing his dirty work? Why? House End has given us money and provisions. Would reporting them not be biting the hand that feeds? Minister Sorsley is no fool. He is no doubt wary of our betrayal. And then there's a locked third option. He's no doubt wary of our betrayal. Can't deny that. This is a grave crime he's committing after all. That servant of his Booker is also nothing to sneeze at. If we're not careful, it could be our heads on the chopping block. I wish us not to be a party to these crimes if we can avoid it, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirty in our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both House End and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. I understand we must do this to see House Wolford survive. Please, Eridor, I ask you bear this burden with us. Running away from our problems will avail us nothing. Ill-earned though it may be, we need House End's coin. No, we just can't. This is the risk. That's the main issue. That'd leave House Wolford all on its lonesome. A troubling thought indeed. I understand that. I do. But still, it's just so damn difficult to accept. I need more time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way. Eridor's deep in thought. Eridor and Benedict will both probably very likely not change their mind, but hey, at least we're giving them something to think about. What about you, Frederico? We should transport the salt. Please, Serenoa, I must know why you were opposed to exposing Minister Sorsley's crimes. Wolford stands alone. We are in sore need of support. There is a time and place for everything, and now is not the time to bring Minister Sorsley to justice. That's kind of true. Minister Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty would be a struggle even with evidence, of which we have none.
Surely.
Yeah. Indeed, Minister Sorsley's work has greatly benefited the Hierophant for many years. He must have great influence in the Holy State. If we went to them now, desperate as we are and lacking proof, there's a chance they would not believe us. Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
Sure. Admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorsley's illicit dealings. Our relations with Aesfrost are strained enough as it is, and I would rather not make any more enemies if we can avoid it. I wish to know Aesfrost's true intentions. We might glean something new if we go there. Don't want to make any more enemies, that's the main thing. I see, if we report Minister Sorsley's wrongdoings, we may soon find ourselves at war with House End. But if we do as we're asked, we may just gain an ally in the Saintly Seven, making it more difficult for Gustadolf to attack us. When I think about it that way, let us return to our own counsels, Frederica. I understand your feelings, as I hope you understand mine. Frederica is deep in thought. Well, we got them all deep in thought. Nice. I doubt any of them will vote in my favor, but hey.
Lord Serenoa.
Yep, alright, we should transport the salt to the duchy at House End's behest. So you believe it better to do Minister Sorsley's bidding. Might I ask why? It'd be funny if I just went over to Anna and was like, you know, we should report him. And then is everyone else just like, wait, what? If we know the way House End's illicit operations work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. There's no harm in gaining Minister Sorsley's trust, regardless of what unfolds in the future. We may figure out a way to get the upper hand. I see. It'll be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside, and it may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes.
If that is our aim, I think it well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? There is. I cannot help wondering if being party to these acts would sully the Wolfort name. Well, if we say we were just doing it to try to expose them, you know, playing the long game, I don't know. Our house's honor is trivial at best. You needn't pay it any mind. Right now, we must do everything in our power to keep our people alive and house standing. So long as we do, there will be a chance to reclaim our honor. The words of outsiders lightly mean little against the Saintly Seven. If we bring charges against Minister Sorsley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet. We can reclaim our honor later on. Wise words, my lord. We mustn't lose our house nor our people. I see now for whom we would bear this burden. It may very well be worth it after all. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. I see now where you stand. Anna is deep in thought. Now we just have to hope that we convinced one of them to side with me. Alright, everyone. Let's do this. It'd be hilarious. You know, it'd be really fun to try to just convince everyone to switch their opinions. And then just, and then try to convince the undecided person of what you actually want to go with. And see what happens. That'd be funny. It'd be hilarious if you got everyone else to switch their minds, and then the undecided person picked what you wanted them to go with. And then everyone's just like, wait, you just literally convinced us all to switch our mind or change our minds for nothing? That would be hilarious. Anyway, let's commence the voting. Let's do this. We're committed. We're in this now. Let's do it. Voting. Let the voting
begin. It is time
begin.
to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorsley's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Alright, guys, don't let me down. Well, obviously we know what you're voting for. Alright, Benedict, what are you doing?
Forgive me, my lord.
If you wish to sway me, you must leave me with no room for doubt. Fair enough.
Even still.
I'm sorry, Serenoa. Please understand. Fair. We haven't been able to convince anyone to switch to change their minds yet. We haven't convinced anyone to switch their position yet. It's kind of funny. I hope we can at some point in this game. Gosh dang it. I guess I'm just not good enough at the convincing phase. What about you, Anna?
I cannot agree to this.
I wish I could agree, but... Oh, shoot! You're actually going against me? Alright. That's interesting. Looks like we're going to go into a different path.
Can't see it your way.
Sorry, but I just can't let House Wolford go down this path without a fight. That's crazy! They actually picked against what I wanted to do!
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
That's kind of crazy! Alright, fine! If that's what you guys want, we'll do this! You know what? If that's what they picked, sure, I'll go along with it. I'm not going to restart and try to convince them in a different way. We're going to switch to this route because that's what they chose. We're going to play it straight. That's crazy. I couldn't even convince Anna. She went against me and she was undecided from the beginning. That's crazy. This is the first time we've had the scales of conviction go against what I wanted to do. That's crazy. All right, you know what? We're going to report the illegal salt shipments. All right, you know what? If that's
The way forward
that's how it's
is
going to be.
decided.
That's how it's going to be, then that's how it's going to
We
be.
march to Hyzante and expose the minister's illicit dealings.
That's kind of crazy. I'm not even going to lie. We just got vetoed. Well, technically we didn't get vetoed because it's not like Serenoa actually said we're going to do something, but
We
still.
have chosen our path.
All right then. That was unexpected.
We shall head to Hyzante and alert them of Minister Sorsley's wrongdoings.
I guess I just
Now that
am
we
really
have a
not good
heading,
at being
we need only
convincing.
move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
Yes, sir.
All right. They just completely went in their own direction. I'm here for it, you know. I'm about it, you know, if that's what they want to do. I guess, you know, I spent all that time thinking about what decision to make, and I guess it didn't even matter. That's
In
hilarious.
exchange for his aid, Sorsley orders House Wolford to transport his illicit salt. Serenoa, however, intends to bring word of the minister's crimes to the holy state of Hyzante. In order to succeed, he must delve deep into the nation's internal affairs while avoiding Sorsley's notice.
Oh, interesting. Chapter 9, Part 2, To Desert's End. So we're going to go within Hyzante and try to get some intel without Sorsley noticing. That's interesting.
So you've decided to accept my proposal. A wise decision, Lord Serenoa.
I like that. I like that we're being tricky here. I like this way of doing things.
As you have requested, none shall know of the salt's
But you are still too young for true wisdom, it seems.
Oh.
He means, let us not speak of the obvious, my lord. It's prudent to speak as little as possible to prevent any unnecessary complications. One never knows who might be listening.
Fortune favored you with a capable retainer.
I beg your pardon, Minister, but I must entreat you to recall the aid you offered in exchange for ours.
I give you my word it shall be done. Booker, I'll leave the rest of the arrangements to you.
Yes, Minister. If you all will follow me into the antechamber, we may discuss the details further.
Why do I feel like we're going to have to fight him soon? Hey, I wouldn't mind. I'm pretty sure he, you know, brutally murdered one of those Rosellan people earlier in the last episode, so I would not mind killing him. I would not be against that. I'll say that much. All right, I think we can do. Whoa, there's more story. I didn't realize. Yeah, I suppose we could probably do all these 3 story things. Yeah, we'll do these 3 story events, and then we'll probably end the episode after that. So, yeah, Camcel of the Saintly Seven speaks with the merchant Claris on matters of salt and receives a startling report. Oh? Is he going to receive a report of something on Sorsley? Oh, that could be huge for us. That could be huge for us. That could totally make our case seem more credible. That would be huge.
What? Who would dare send an army to test our borders?
They are soldiers of House End, by all appearances.
Sorsley, you go too far too often of late.
Perhaps this means the rumors are true, Minister Camcel.
There is still nothing to conclusively prove End's involvement in illicit salt trading.
Oh, let's go! That's going to help make our case a lot easier to bring before Hyzante. The fact that there are rumors of it, that's amazing. Yo, if my squad actually picked the better route for me, that would be dope.
Which is why you must investigate. You are Hyzante's Minister of Domestic Affairs, are you not? The illicit salt market grows larger by the day, strangling our own trade.
Against one of the Saintly Seven, I can do nothing without the Hierophant's express permission.
Perhaps you cannot. But is there not another with plans already in motion?
Exham, you mean?
Oh yeah, the Exham Marshal. This is the dude that I think we fought alongside him against like the way back in like chapter 3 or 4 against the some of the researchers from like the Ministry of Medicine, I think. Yeah, I think that's what happened. And we also fought against him in like the tournament between the 3, nations or whatever, like way back when.
Even
crazy.
So, I am not at liberty to act on naught more than a whim. I must prioritize our land's stability above all else.
Alright, well at least there are rumors circulating around that Sorsley is involved in this illicit salt trade. It should make things a little bit easier for us. Alright, let's go see what's going on over here. And then we'll go hop back to our group in Hyzante. Cordelia reflects on her duties as queen. Alright, Cordelia, what is your master plan to assassinate Gustadolf? I want to hear it. I want to hear it right now. Tell me.
So,
oh wait, there's a Flora.
I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Aesfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Interesting.
Brother, father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
Why do you only say brother? I mean, shouldn't it be brothers?
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
Yeah, like why is she anyway? Why was she only saying brothers? She thinks Roland is dead, right? Like Franny and Roland are both dead in her mind. Does she only care about Roland or what?
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boars in Glenbrook.
Anyway, back to Serenoa and company. Serenoa and his retinue decide not to transport Sorsley's illicit salt, but will their risk see them rewarded? I sure hope so. Let's see what's gonna go down. Probably end the episode after this story.
You've made a bargain with Minister
section.
Sorsley?
The appearance of one in any case. But we mustn't grow complacent.
Aye. One of his men wouldn't stop glowering at Benedict.
He may yet suspect our true motives. Nevertheless...
We shan't stray from the course we've decided upon, if that's what worries you. Tell them, Benedict.
Minister Sorsley has asked us to deliver unregulated salt to Aesfrost by means of a secret route. We shall make it appear as though we are bound for the Grand Duchy, but in truth, we shall divert from the route and make for the capital of Hyzante.
Ah, nice.
I've already scouted the way. A shortcut through the ravine.
Then you intend to use the illicit goods to prove Minister Sorsley's crimes to the Hierophant. But will a little salt be enough to land one of the Saintly Seven in the dungeons? After all, he's influential and well-connected enough to have weathered unsavory accusations for years. If we don't present our case perfectly, we're apt to be the ones clapped in chains, not the other way around.
We only need get to the capital for our plan to succeed.
Oh?
The Saintly Seven may pretend they stand united, but there are cracks in that facade. If we but exert the right leverage, Sorsley will fall.
Indeed. Now then, we shall depart come midnight.
As you command.
Eridor.
Right you are. Quiet as a mouse I'll be.
All right, cool. You know what? I'm not against this plan. Like, all things considered, it's not bad.
Serenoa and his retinue depart the Citadel of the Sands under the cover of night and make their way to the Hyzantean capital. They press onward through the moonless dark, guided by naught but the faintly flickering light of hope.
Valley of Dunes. All right, interesting. Well, that is where we're going to call it for today. We'll pick this up in the next episode, you know, get on with the story leading up to the next battle. And then we'll probably get started with the battle. I don't know how much we'll get done of it, but we'll definitely get to the battle in the next episode for sure. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, no, like, for considering that this branch, considering that this turn of events was not what I was planning, or, you know, not what I decided to do, I think things are going pretty decently, you know? I'm not against it, actually. You know, it's funny, like, I never thought I would be okay with my team deliberately going against what I decided I wanted to do. So, I don't know, it's funny. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It would really help out the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, next episode, get on with the story a little bit more, leading up to the battle, get started with the battle, and see where to go from there. So yeah, once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.